Welcome Unreal developers. In this video I want to share some useful blueprint tips and tricks. We need to set and get variables all the time. The easiest way to get a variable is to hold down the control key, use the left mouse button, drag it into your blueprint, and when you release it you will create a get node. If you want to create a set node, hold down the Alt key and repeat the same thing. You will get a set node. If you already got an input or an output pin, just drag the variable into the output pin and it will create a set node. And if you drag it into an input pin, it will create a get node. You can also drag your variable into an execute pin and it will be connected. And if there is no execute pin connection, I would even recommend you to drag it into the matching variable type and it will connect both lines. So when you got a lot of nodes, it might get a little bit messy and you lose track which pins are connected. Just hover the line or hover the pin and they will be highlighted. If you want to remove a connection, hold down the Alt key and use the left mouse button to remove the connection. And if you want to rewire them, hold down the Control key and move the pin to the new target. You can also replace a node, an existing one, by just dragging the new node into the border of the existing one and it will be replaced. So talking that much about the nodes, there are some nodes we need in all blueprints, something like the branch. The easiest way to create it is by hold down the B button on your keyboard and click and it will create the branch. There are many shortcuts like this, but in my opinion they are the most important. It's B for branch, S for the sequence, F for each and G for gate. There is also a D for delay, but please keep in mind a delay does not work everywhere. So, a lot of variable types inside of Unreal are collections. You can either break them or you can use the right mouse button to split the struct pin. You can use that for the input and for the output values. Now if you want to create the return node and return these values, you just need to click the return node, add an output, then we need a vector, and we need to name it location. Then we need to connect the wires. But there is a way easier way to do that. Just use the output pin and connect it to the node and it will automatically name them and choose the matching type. Another very handy feature I want to show you, if you create a variable and for instance we make it a vector, you need to compile it and then you can set here the value. But for instance, if you already got here a value you want to set to a variable, just click the right mouse button and promote it to a variable. And when we now compile it, you will see it already has the values. So talking about creating variables, I would recommend you to use these categories. You can just type here any category you want. And they will be inside this category. If you want to use subcategories, you can use a pipe and type your subcategory. And there is a really nice feature in Unreal to duplicate stuff. It's Control and W. Just press Control and W to duplicate your variables. This is not limited to the blueprint. You can find that feature in many parts of the Unreal editor and you should really use it. So last tip I got for you, if you are lost in your blueprint and you don't know where your stuff is, just hit the home button and you will be sent to your blueprint. Thank you for watching.
Subscribe. Like the video.